Okay, everyone. So this was not the video I intended on posting today, but it'll take a little bit for me to edit the outing day where we took fall colors. And so I really wanted to get this video posted because it talks about food waste and what's going on at our pantry. And I was, I guess, a little overly excited, passionate about it, a little upset about it, and I got on my soapbox. So, but I think it's important to talk about. And so let's just get into the video. And part two will be in the next video. Will it be the afternoon pantry haul? So stay tuned for that. And let's get into this one. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. It is Thursday morning and it's food pantry day. So I just got out of the morning food pantry. And yeah, what I saw that was going to be thrown away was shocking. Um, I took a little bit of it, but there's still so much to be thrown away. I'll talk about that in a little while. But yeah, so shameful that what you see is going to get thrown away. It wasn't meats or canned goods or anything like that. More like breads and bakery and things like that. But oh, I took what I could. I'll talk a little bit about what I did this time in the food pantry. And so yeah, stay tuned for that. And welcome to a new day. All right, everyone. So I just got home from the food pantry and I want to talk about food waste and folks that think they shouldn't go to the food pantry because they make too much money. Um, I want to talk about that stuff. Okay. In a minute here, I'll show you what we took home from the food pantry and show you stuff that would have been wasted if I didn't take it home. Okay. So today at the food pantry, as I was walking, so with this kitchen organization thing I've been doing, it's been giving me a better look at what we have for canned goods and, like pastas and things like that. So I told Glenn after I did that, I said, when I go to the food pantry, I'm not going to pick up any more canned goods because we are set. We have secondary backup canned goods. So right now we are set. But we do need meats. And so I told them when I go to the food pantry in the mornings, because I know they're really low on donations from the food bank, I told them I'm only going to go and pick up toiletries because they always say you can have much as you want and meat. So I went this week and I told Leah, which is the lady that works there, I told her I'm not going to be picking up a box, so I didn't even take a box to take home. I said, I need, if you can spare any ground beef or anything, I'll take one. And she said, of course. So I took the normal ground beef because, as I said, you can make so many different meals with ground beef. So that's why I like to take ground beef. I did see a couple cans of items on the shelves that I wouldn't mind taking just for stock up. And so she said, yes, take that, of course. So I only took home 2 canned goods, a pound of ground beef, and I'll show you that here in a second or a minute, couple minutes maybe, and some toiletries. I also took home some other stuff. So I was about to leave. I was almost out the door when she says, "Here, you want some bakery and bread?" Because normally they don't give that stuff there, but I have seen it there. So when I walk out of the pantry room, this is in a church, and there's always a big stack of bakery and breads there, but I thought it was stuff they were packing up for the families to deliver to the families, so I never inquired about it. So I figured, well, that's for the families, that's fine. Well, as I was almost out the door, and she said, "Do you want some bakery or, bread or anything?" And she said, here's a pile. This is the throwaway pile. This is the throwaway pile. Oh, I couldn't believe it. Stacks and stacks of bakery from different stores, breads. Oh my gosh, there was 2 huge cake sheets, like for birthdays and stuff like that. I mean, they were like huge. 2 of them gonna get thrown away. Everything that was there, if it wasn't taken or delivered to families, they were gonna throw it away. I couldn't believe that I heard that. All this while, I thought they were donating it to families, and yet they're gonna throw it away. I can't imagine how much they threw away already. So when I walk in the church, I see boxes made up for deliveries to families. So I asked her when she said, this is throwaway stuff. I said, what do you mean throwaway stuff? She said, if it's not taken, we throw it away. We're going to throw it away. What? So I said, why aren't you pack? I didn't want to sound like I was trying to tell her how to run it, but I was just giving her some ideas on what to do with it. I said, why don't you donate it to the families that you're delivering to, put extras in their boxes? She says, well, I've already packaged up all their boxes and everybody gets the same. Well, who cares if you give them extra? So you rather throw, like I said, I wasn't trying to sound like a bitch or, excuse my language, like a bitch or anything, or that I was trying to tell her what to do. But I said, well, what difference does it make if they get extras? At least the food has a chance of being eaten. And even so, even like, let's say a family didn't like it, the bakery or the bread, they'll throw it out for the animals most likely. So God's creatures will be eating. I'm sure the raccoons, and there's plenty of deer and raccoon in our yard that will eat that stuff up in one night. So you're actually feeding the animals, especially at this time where food is not so abundant for them out in the wild. But yeah, I mean, I said, why don't you get those big sheet cakes? I said, why don't you give it to a family that has kids? I'm sure the kids will love the cake. And she says, well, I don't know who has, how many in the family. But they took paper. They had everybody fill that out to how many family members. She said everybody just gets the same. But I told her, I said, it doesn't matter if you're, just give them extras. This person is not going to know what this person got in their box. So this person gets a cake, this person gets a box of donuts. They're not going to know what they got. Who cares? Just give them extras. At least it has a chance to be eaten and not thrown away. I really was in disbelief what I heard. So I did take some stuff with just me and Glenn. Some stuff is going to go in the freezer, but we don't have a big freezer to put all this stuff in. So neighbors might like it or whatever. But yeah, so I guess I was just a bit frustrated. Maybe this is just me venting. I was a bit frustrated to hear that all this time, all that stack was throwaway stack, not for the families. So yeah, I'm just venting, I guess, my frustrations as to what I saw today. So I did take some, and I'll show you what I took. So I guess going forward now that I know that's a throwaway pile, I'm going to be taking some stuff so it doesn't get thrown away. And I also let her know, everybody that walks through there, why, just like me, why don't you just ask them if they want some stuff? This is stuff that was never offered to us, and I guess my fault for never asking, but I thought it was going to families. So yeah, that was a bit frustrating to hear today. So that just goes to show my other point. If you are in need of food, and everybody is today, food is way too expensive. So in my description and every single video is a link to find your nearest food pantries. I'm not saying they're all the same. They all do this. I'm not saying that. And every food pantry is different as to what they have to offer. So please don't take this as that's going to happen at yours. But in every one of my videos, that link is in the description below. Find a food pantry near you. Don't let anybody tell you you shouldn't be going to the food pantry because you make too much money, or if you have money to spend on this, then you shouldn't be going to the pantries. BS. Okay. I guess I'm frustrated and trying to keep my language down. I'm human, but BS. Go. Don't listen to anybody. Just go, because this is what happens when folks don't go to the pantry. Food gets wasted. Food is getting thrown out. This is a great example of what happens if people don't take this food. So if they're offering you, if they say take as much as you want, take it. Especially if you're struggling and if you have kids. Make sure your kids are fed. And if you get stuff you don't want, offer it to your neighbors. Put it out for the animals. Animals need to eat too. God's creatures need to eat. So yeah, I guess I'm going to stop ranting now. But in my description, make sure you check out that link to your nearest food pantry. I think all you have to do is put in your zip code and they'll show you where the nearest one is. They usually give like phone numbers and things like that. You can call your pantries and ask them the questions before you go if you want to. But so yeah, okay, I guess. Oh yeah, and what I think I'm going to start doing in my videos, whether it's cooking or using paper towels and things like, I've been trying to think of ways that I can give tips to you guys on wasting less. Even paper towels. Paper towels are expensive and mostly every household has them. So I've been trying to find ways to cut down using them so they last longer so I don't have to buy them. So last month, in September, I bought paper towels. When we were ready to go household shopping again in October, I did not buy any because we still had a pack left, a 6-pack. So I want to make that last until November. So I'm trying to cut back, reusing what I can, and so what I'm going to try to do in all my videos is give a little tip on how not to waste, and hopefully it'll help other folks out there as I try to think of different ways not to waste. So, all right, I'm going to get off my soapbox now and stop ranting, and yeah, let's get to the morning food pantry haul. Okay, everyone, so this is everything that I brought home from the pantry. This is not everything I was offered, but this is everything I just chose to take home. Like I said, I did not take a box. I didn't even pick up a box. I just went there with the intention of getting a couple of toiletries and a pound of ground beef. And I walked out with a couple of extra cans, which are things I know I use frequently, and especially at this time of the season, I know I'll use that one. So obviously I got a pound of ground beef again. Oh, what I'm going to try to do now is cut the pound of ground beef in half, so that gives us 2 separate meals. So that'll help stretch our food. So yeah, when it's just Glenn and I, if we had a family with kids and everything, it probably wouldn't work. But when it's just Glenn and I, yeah, I'm going to start cutting these in half and making 2 separate meals from them. That'll help stretch our food. The 2 cans I chose, I asked if I could have, was pure pumpkin. With the fall season upon us, I'll be doing some baking, so I can always use that. And so She said, of course, take it, and a can of refried beans. Now, as I said, with all this kitchen organization, it's given me a really good uh, view of what we have for canned goods, and believe me, we are set. I'm not out of canned or refried beans. I have a good stock of refried beans, but I like to just continue to stock those items that I know I use a lot. So those are the only two cans I chose to take, or I actually asked if I could have them. And that toiletries, they're not hurting for toiletries. And she said, take as much as you want. So I took one conditioner and shampoo combination. I don't know. Yeah, I just, you know, I guess for me, I'm not brand specific on body wash or shampoo or anything, just as long as I can wash my hair and my body, I guess, and body wash. For Glenn, I chose some razors, disposable razors. Um, Razors are expensive, especially the kind he uses. And yeah, we haven't bought them in a very long time. And I use them obviously to shave his head. And so I picked up some disposable razors and some shaving cream. I usually use a specific brand that doesn't bother his head, his skin. I don't know how this brand will be, but I just picked it up just in case. But um, so yeah, that is all I was walking out the door with. And believe me, this is a lot for us. This is such a blessing because, like I said, food is expensive, and getting a pound of ground beef every week is a big help. And now that I'll cut them in half, that's going to help even more. I feel we're blessed beyond belief. We're not hurting, we're not hungry, so I'm okay with just taking this. It's a lot, okay? So I'm going to put this away, and I'm going to bring on stuff that would have been thrown away. All right, everyone. So this is all stuff that would have been thrown away if I didn't take it. And as I said, there was plenty more there that is going to be thrown away if folks don't take it. I'm hoping she takes my advice and packs extra things for the families. I guess I'll see next week. Like I said, I wasn't trying to tell her what to do, but I was just trying to give her ideas on how not to have to throw it away. So, all right, so let's go over this. And some of this dessert stuff. So I was going to make pumpkin bars for myself today. So I took out cream cheese, and I was going to stop at the store to get some pumpkin pie spice or whatever it's called. And I know you can make your own, but I don't have any nutmeg either. So I was going to make myself pumpkin bars because it's that time of the season and I love pumpkin bars. But after getting all this, yeah, I am not making any pumpkin bars today. So I put my cream cheese back, and I did not go to the store to buy those spices. Oh, so I was going to make Glenn a cherry pie as well, but I'm not going to do that either. We're going to use this stuff before we do any of that. So let's go over what we got, what throwaway stuff we got here. So these rolls, these are what we call hard rolls. They're just rolls like Glenn likes to eat sandwiches and burgers on. There's 2 in each bag. And she said these have been in the freezer since July 4th, the 4th of July holiday. So there's 6 packs here, so there's 12 rolls. I don't know why they didn't pack them up for families, or I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm just going to stop getting on my soapbox here. But yeah, 12 rolls. So got that. You can use them for breakfast sandwiches, hamburgers, regular lunch meat sandwiches. You can cut them. They're already pre-cut, I think. cut them, put some butter and garlic powder on them, throw them in the oven. You got garlic bread for your spaghetti meal or your pasta meal, whatever. And if they're completely dry, you can really use them for French toast. So lots of things you can do with that. And there's a dessert you can make. It's a cream cheese roll up. What I did was take a slice of lunch meat or lunch bread, like sandwich bread, and I smushed it down and I cut the edges off and I rolled it, or I dipped it in melted butter, filled it with cream cheese with sugar, like a cream cheese topping you would put on cupcakes or something. And I rolled it there and rolled it up, and I don't know if I baked them or fried them, but I don't see why you couldn't do that with these. Just smash them down and do the same thing. So a lot of different things you can do with these rolls. And we've never had these before, but these are French vanilla mini cupcakes. And these are, I don't know if these are from Walmart. No, because they don't have the Walmart insignia on there. But guaranteed these are at least $5 in the store. Yeah, if the cut down price was $3.29, you know they're over $5 in the store. And this is from Walmart. A 12 pack of mini donuts. You know it's from Walmart when it has that insignia there. That's a Walmart brand. So I know I've seen these in the Walmart store, and these are definitely over $5, possibly over $6. So that's a lot of money and food you're wasting right there. This 2-pack of maple iced donuts. These are from Walmart, and I love these donuts. I love maple iced donuts. So I took these. There's 2 of them in there. And this big piece of cake with chocolate frosting on it. Look how big that is. Like that. Regular price for this one piece of cake is $4.49. Unbelievable. Johnny Cash, or no, Johnny Cash. Johnny Cake Square. Yeah. So I took that. These crescent rolls, these are not the crescent moon shaped like you can make breakfast sandwiches on. You could probably still get some breakfast stuff, but these are more the straight like donut stick shaped. But I don't know if you've ever seen it. If you make like a powdered sugar icing that you would put on a turnover or something and drizzle it over these crescent rolls, it becomes a dessert. So I've seen that in bakery shops where they just have these dipped in that type of icing and they sell them as bakery. So $4.99 for this. And the last thing, look at this. 24 pack of King's Hawaiian savory butter rolls. Now these are not the sweet ones. They're not the sweet rolls. They're savory butter, which is fine. 24 pack. The cost is $7.19. So what I'm going to do is part them up, freeze some, and we have lunch meat ham, deli ham. You could make some ham and cheese sliders in there. And I also thought, let me show you. But yeah, can you believe that? There was a couple of these there. 24 of them. But let me show you what's left over from last night's supper. Okay, so in this tin foil, there's 1 cornflake coated chicken breast left from last night's supper. And I just packed it, reused the tin foil I used to cover the dish that they were baking in. So I just reused that foil and packed it up like that. But you could easily take this, put it on some rolls, and you have a chicken sandwich on a King's Hawaiian roll. So There, no waste on the chicken. So if I eat that for lunch, then all was used. But all of this was going to be thrown away. Oh, okay. So there is the morning food pantry haul. Okay, I'm done for right now. I apologize for getting on my rant and soapbox, but it just really upset me that she said this was all the while that I've been going there, all of that pile was being thrown away. So I think I'm going to cut this video short right here and use a afternoon pantry haul on another video, because with all the talking I've been doing, it's going to make for a very long video. All right, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate all the support. And remember to use that link in my description below. Find yourself a food pantry near you and utilize it. So with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.